today we're going to play a mock election and you're going to write a policy manifesto. You will have a party name on your tables. I'm going to give you 3 minutes to do two things. One is to come up with a better name for your party that encapsulates the sort of ethos of your party, and second is to elect a leader. So I'll give you 3 minutes. Go. Stop. Right. Okay, should we go around? Should we start with the Environment Party? Would you like to announce the name of your leader, please?
So we elected a leader with a unique skill set of photosynthesis. This is Spike.
Spike.
But we called the party Survive and Thrive. We feel that's really the selling point of a focus on the environment.
Great.
We're now the Popular People's Party for Health and Reiki Healing. Although we've already got 2 splinter groups.
Yeah, I don't stand by our party name, but I guess based on the democratic process, I am outvoted. So I guess hence the splinter between the leader and the rest of the group. But we're hoping that some sort of Reiki acupuncture-based intervention will sort of bring us back into a system of balance and equilibrium.
We're called AAII. But A is spelled AYE.
Isn't that the name of one of Elon Musk's sons?
AI. There we go. And then our leader is none of us, but AI.
We are the Pounds to the People Party, and we have a logo already. It's a donut. It's got sprinkles, it's a round donut, and inside the donut is a smiley face.
Do you want to show it to everyone? Your logo. And what you're going to do is you're going to go away and you're going to come up with 4 or 5 policy manifesto points. 4 or 5 big things you can choose, 4 or 5 big things that you want to lead on. And they don't have to be related to your sort of topic of interest. They can be, I guess just think about the different departments of government. It can be health, levelling up, business, trade, education, energy, environment, science, innovation. You can pick what you like, but they should be sort of themed towards your special sort of area of interest. And you're going to have 20-25 minutes to go away and work out what those 4 or 5 policy manifesto points are. Then you're going to pitch them to the electorate, and then we're going to sort of ask you questions and interrogate them and work out how much you've actually thought them through. And your 20 minutes starts now. We're going to go party by party. If your leader can stand up and announce your 5 big policy points, so survive and thrive.
So we're going to introduce mandatory natural service. You have to go out and improve the environment and clear up problems and commit time of your own rewilding to anything that helps the environment, but you have to do it proportionate to your CO2 emissions, whether you've got a Range Rover and stuff like that.
Interesting. Any parties want to question that policy? Does that seems pretty good. I was like, yeah, good idea. Fantastic. Okay.
It's fully costed, actually. And,
So we're going to initiate House of Lords reform and replace the Lords with the Council of All Beings.
So will there be any plants in this council?
Plants, animals, flora, fauna.
So we have a policy called Meat or Heat. And the principle is we don't wish to inhibit any of your ambitions for accumulating personal wealth, but we will cap the carbon emissions that are generated by your spending at an equal volume for the entire population. If you make the choice for heat over meat, that's a personal choice. We support your freedoms. And if you're wealthy and you get cold, that cash can burn and keep you quite toasty.
We've got one around the water companies. So instead of paying the water companies, the water companies will pay us to take away our shit. And there'll be many more vegetarians, so there's a good propensity for biogas.
Brilliant. So they'll buy your poo off you?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It's a resource. They should pay us.
My one will go with the expansion of the right to roam and the right to pop in. I feel like there isn't enough popping in anymore, and so you could just pop in anywhere. And if you don't like your guest, you can just go and pop in somewhere else. And this will help with homelessness, possibly with the housing crisis.
Popular People's Party for Health and Reiki Healing. Our first kind of critical policy is UBR, is Universal Basic Reiki. We estimate that this is probably going to save the NHS about 48 trillion a week. So really it's sort of the kind of cornerstone of our manifesto.
Sure.
Pop down to number 2. Reduce all waiting lists.
It's very un-English. This is a queuing country.
Yeah, I know, but we just really think that's probably the underlying factor to why so many of us are so unhappy, just sort of waiting around. So we're really trying some systems change here, changing the culture. That'll be by sending all ill people to Rwanda.
Right.
Quite a few ideas into this not last-minute policy at all, which is mandatory Ironman for all weak people.
We have thought long and hard, and actually the I is called democratic dataocracy. So our party stands by this subheading, and our policies are
direct voting on every issue.
Take down Facebook and Instagram and decentralise all these tech platforms.
We do have universal data access where we provide free internet and communication.
We are Pounds to the People, and our slogan is, it's not a load of bollocks. Number 1, universal basic income and housing. And I hear your question coming, how are we going to fund that? Well, we have a plan. There will be a 100% wealth cap at £10 million, after which point you get a certificate that says, congratulations, you've won capitalism, but you can't keep any more money. We had some figuring out how we solved the problem of all of the houses being owned by very rich Russians. And we are going to have all land and property in community ownership, and those communities will be working towards a zero-carbon land use vision for Britain. We don't necessarily know how we're going to make that happen yet. Probably a lot of support, which we can fund, because we've got loads of money now. We are going to supplement GDP. We might remove it. We haven't decided. We are going to measure natural capital, and we are going to measure human well-being instead of purely focusing on economic growth for the country.
Fantastic. Okay, very good. Thank you, all the parties. Round of applause. Is everyone ready to vote on the policies? Okay. By show of hands, who votes for Survive and Thrive? You've got my vote. What have we got here? 13 votes. Reiki Party? Can't vote for yourself, sadly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's not looking good for the Reiki Party. 5 to and on to the IYYYY Party. Who would like to vote for them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again. Okay, they're tied. 5. And on to the Pounds to the People Party. Who would like to vote for the Pounds? For the people. 1. Absolute landslide to Survive and Thrive. Congratulations. Congratulations.
On behalf of Spike, we'd like to pass on the request that all human life forms end the destruction and compost ourselves as a selfless act of contribution to the ecosystem.
So now we've elected you, you're going to genocide us all. It's typical. Okay. Thanks very much. Are you? I think that's it, isn't it? Yeah, that's it.